Good morning, children. Once again, welcome to your biology class. Today, let's start our new chapter number 9, Heredity and Evolution. Okay, so for that, we have to recall some of the terms related to this chapter that you have studied in your previous classes. Heredity, character, gene, allele, and genetics.
Children, what do you mean by characters? We can also call it as traits. The qualities distinctive to an individual is called as characters or traits. And these traits are produced by genes. So the genes are responsible for the expression of the traits. Then what is a gene? A gene is a portion of DNA that determines a certain trait. Gene is a portion of DNA. Okay. So a gene is represented by two alleles. Allele is a specific form of a gene. Okay. Allele is a specific form of a gene and alleles occur in pairs. Gregor John Mendel, known as the father of modern genetics, was born in Australia in 1822. A monk, Mendel discovered the basic principles of heredity through experiments in his monastery's garden. He selected pea plants for his experiments. And his experiment showed that the inheritance of certain traits in pea plants follows particular pattern, subsequently becoming the foundation of modern genetics and leading to the study of heredity. Do you know, children, why did Mendel select pea plants for his experiments? Yes, there are some reasons behind that. These plants have a shorter lifespan and the flowers of these plants are bisexual. They are self-pollinating, so self and cross-pollination can easily be performed. And these plants show different, easily recognizable characters like flower color, plant height, seed color, seed shape, pod shape, flower position. So you can see 7 pairs of characters in this picture. In flower color, 2 varieties are the purple and white flowered colors are available. So in plant height, tall plants are the, short are the, seed color, yellow and green varieties are the, seed shape, round and wrinkled are there. So like that, 7 pairs of easily recognizable characters are shown by these pea plants. That's why Gregor John Mendel selected pea plants for his experiments.
Children, so you studied about a character is produced by a gene. And that gene is formed of 2 alleles. That is, a pair of alleles forms a gene and that gene produces a character. Let us discuss an example. So in pea plants, Mendel took height of the plant as a character. Among the pea plants, he saw tall plants and also short plants. So that are the 2 varieties that are seen in this character height. So in this character 2 varieties are available that are tall plants and short plants. Okay. So height is a character. That character is produced by one gene. Okay. And that gene are in turn formed of 2 alleles. So you can give any letters. I give capital T as one allele and small t as another allele. You can give capital A and small a, capital B and small b. It's your choice. You can give. Okay. So, in that alleles, one will be represented in capital letter and another is small letter. So, here the two alleles are capital T and small t. Okay. So, these two alleles we can represent it like capital T. Okay. Capital T and small t. These are the two alleles which produce a gene, and that gene can produce a character, that is, here it is height. Okay. Then differences in this allelic combination. Differences in allelic combinations that produce varieties in these characters. For example, here two alleles are there. Okay. So, if the allele is capital T and capital T, it will also make a gene, isn't it? So, that gene produce the character tallness, tall. Okay. And another one, capital T, small t. Capital T, small t produce the character again tallness, tall. Next combination is small t, small t. It produce the character shortness, short plants. Okay, so here we can conclude as if a capital T, if a capital letter is present, so it will produce a dominant character. If a capital letter is present, it will produce a dominant character. Actually, this capital letter belongs to the dominant character and small letter T belongs to the recessive character.
Monohybrid cross. In this type of cross, Mendel selected a pair of alternative characters as parents. So he selected tall parent and a short parent. Okay. So tall and short are the phenotypes of parents. So what is the genotype? Here the parent is homozygous tall variety. So homozygous means same type of alleles are present and it should be represented in capital letters. So the genotype is capital T, capital T. Here in the case of second parent, short is also homozygous variety. So we can represent it as small t, small t. Okay. And the first parent's genotype, capital T is formed of a type of allele. Only a single type is present. That is capital T. Here two capital T's are joined to form capital T, isn't it? So a gene is made up of alternative pair of alleles. So only one type of allele is present there, that is capital T. We can represent in circles. That alleles we can represent in circles. So here it is capital T, and in the case of second parent, short parent, it is small t. So in first generation, F1 means filial progeny 1. F1, first generation. In first generation, capital T allele from the first parent and the small t allele from the second parent join together to form a variety. The genotype of that variety is capital T, small t. Okay, so if capital T is present, it will produce, yes, the dominant character
all the plants of the first generation were tall plants. Then Mendel made second generation of pea plants. He crossed the first generation pea plants with the first generation pea plants, that is F2. F2 is given by F1 cross with F1. What is the F1? That is capital T small t. So he crossed capital T small t genotype plants with capital T small t genotype plants. So in the case of this parent, two types of alleles are there, capital T and small t. And here also two types of alleles are there, capital T, small t. Then what will be the character of the next generation, F2 generation plants? So you will get it by cross capital T small t plants with capital T small t plants, like this. Capital T with capital T, you will get capital T, isn't it? So what is the phenotype of this capital T? Tall. Then again capital T with this small t. That is also tall because yes, a capital letter that denotes the dominant character is present, that is tall. Then small t cross with capital T. So it will be like this, small t and capital T, but don't write like this. You have to recorrect it as capital T and small t. What will be the phenotype? Tall. Okay, the last one is small t, small t. Small t denotes short. Okay, so you have to find out the phenotypic as well as genotypic ratio. Phenotypic ratio. How can we find out? In F2 generation, how many tall plants are there? 1, 2, 3. So here it is 3. How many short plants are there? Short only 1. So what will be the ratio? That is 3:1. So in every monohybrid crosses, the phenotypic ratio is same, that is 3:1. Then what will be the genotypic ratio? Genotypic ratio.
In F2 generation, how many capital T genotype plants are there? 1 only, isn't it? Then capital T small t, 2 plants are there. Then small t, only 1 plant. So the ratio will be 1:2:1. The genotypic and phenotypic ratios are same for every monohybrid crosses. We will do more examples based on this topic in coming class. Okay, I know it's little confusing, so you have to write this cross in your notebook today itself. Children, you have to submit an assignment from the lesson Management of Natural Resources. That lesson is deleted, but you should prepare this assignment because it will be considered for your internal marks. The topic is conservation of water or forest or fossil fuels. You can select the topic. It's your choice. It may be conservation of water, conservation of forest, or conservation of fossil fuels, any natural resource that is mentioned in your textbook. Okay, and the submission date is October 30th.